Co podcast, Beef and Debrief number 2, episode 10. We're running out of fingers. Take 1.
Girl, we're out of fingers.
We're out of fingers.
Better keep
No
us handy
fingers.
knowing you and your takes.
Yeah, that's smart. Well,
Just
welcome
me.
everybody to M.O.M Co podcast, makers, owners, mothers. I'm Jessica, the gal writing on the clapper already for take number 2 is Anna. And this is our second Beef and Debrief episode. So at the top of each month, we do a Beef and Debrief, and that's when you guys write in, tell us your beef, and then we debrief and discuss it.
I love
So
it.
thankfully, we have 4 good topics, 2 of which are mom topics, 2 of which are small business topics. And this month, Anna's taking on the mom topics, and then I'm taking on the business topics. But we're going to start off really fun with our own personal beefs so we can debrief. And I'm just going to take it away first because
Do it.
mine happened yesterday and I texted you about it. But my beef is I pushed a human out. It's my birthday month and I'm turning 30. So I don't ask for much, just acknowledgement, thoughtfulness, all that stuff. And my husband, we've never kept like present secrets. We're really bad at that. And he's like, oh yeah, for your birthday, it's not your main gift, but like it's a pretty good gift. Like I appreciate it. It's pretty cool. Like blah blah blah.
When they start with "I appreciate it," though,
Mm-hmm. But he's like, I got you a vacuum attachment for your vacuum. First off, he said my vacuum, our vacuum. And second of all, I'm like, for my birthday? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, what does this attachment do? When I was vacuuming the other day, the rug's really hard to vacuum. So I went and found this and it seems helpful. I'm like, cool. The second time you vacuumed that rug, probably, you decided to get this. And I'm like, okay. And then we got snippy at each other, and I'm that person that beats a dead horse. So I immediately text Anna and asked Reddit style, am I the asshole for thinking this is a lame 30th birthday gift? I was very quickly validated by Anna, so I appreciated that.
yeah. I mean, but you were validated, but I also was like, he's a guy. This is the way they think. They don't think sometimes. And
You
like,
vacuum one time, and you're like, this is a
they're
great gift
too,
for Jess.
sometimes they're just too fucking practical.
And I'm not like, yes, it's one thing if you ask for like a practical gift like that. I didn't
Sure.
ask for that. I vacuum at least once a week, if not like every other day. Like I use that vacuum a lot. I know how to vacuum my rug. I don't need an extra part or an extra other thing to clean for the thing I'm cleaning.
Yeah.
I don't need that. But he made it up today. Still a little peeved because we have the cameras in our house because I'm that person. It was originally to watch our pets, but now it just helps with fight disputes. And so we played back the footage from today, and he was in the right. I was in the wrong.
I like that you're using air quotes like he wasn't actually right, but I think maybe in this.
But moral of the story is you pushed out a human and it's a bigger birthday. Acknowledge is something better than, hey, here's a gift to clean more because
Well,
you
and I
like
think also
cleaning.
it's also like you wanted something that was sentimental and not you're not a
I
materialistic.
don't even know what I want. Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't need to be materialistic. He made it up today because I'm getting a spa day now, which was like, that makes up for it. And I'm thinking, like, I watch a lot of Real Housewives, and when they have like big monumental birthdays, they go like all out. It's like party, people go on trips. And I thought back to even what I did for David for his 30th birthday, a trip to Hawaii because we were planning our wedding there. Anyways, that's really nice. An experience. That's really nice. Vacuum attachment.
But he made it.
He did make up for it today, and he said he already had this plan. This was just kind of like an accoutrement, basically. But I get a spa day at a nice hotel. Very nice. Still pissed.
I think part of this to make up for it is you need a friend to accompany you on the spa day, and he needs to pay for it. I'm free that day, just so you know. I'm free.
I'll be like, this is what happens.
Yeah.
When you've done fuck up Aaron.
Plus, I probably helped make the situation a little calmer and made you feel validated, and you were able to approach and talk to him accordingly. So,
yeah, you deserve a prize for that.
I deserve a prize
because I didn't beat the dead horse as much as I usually would. Because I'm really good at beating that dead horse.
Yeah,
and I go so far, like I bring up past fights to incorporate into the dead horse.
Every woman does that. Every woman does that.
Because it's locked. It's locked and loaded.
Are you the Italian elephant in your house too?
Is that a thing?
That's what Casey calls me because I'm stubborn as hell and I don't forget anything.
Then yes. Yes, I am the Italian elephant. Gladly. As my child screaming. It's locked. But that's my beef. I will get over it. And thank you all for hearing my debrief. Anna, do you have any beef this week?
I have a business beef, actually, of all things.
Go you. Go
Yeah,
you. Who doesn't? Who doesn't really?
This just sticks in my brain like taffy. I don't know why.
That's a good analogy.
It just sticks in my
You're
brain
like,
like
fucking want it
taffy.
out and you gotta pick it.
Yeah, you got to pick it out bit by bit. Rude customers, but customers that have these outrageous expectations and are not respectful of the fact that you're a small business, but you're a business and you can't do anything about certain things like legal things. For example, my biggest beef, and you always get the people that are like, can I do like 3 for this or 2 for that or whatever? They don't respect you as a business, right? Because you're a small business, you sometimes feel like they could take advantage of you. And the one that really sticks with me like taffy, I had a woman get mad at me because I charged her sales tax. We live in Washington State.
Oh yeah.
I have to charge sales tax. She got mad at me for charging sales tax on, and especially on a credit card. And I'm like,
You got to.
can't. And she was legitimately pissed about it. And I'm like, and this happened like a year and a half ago, and I'm still talking about it. But
Because it's sad, but the mean ones stay with you. They
yeah,
do.
yeah, they do. But you know what I told her? And she just rolled her eyes at me, scoffed, and literally threw her fucking credit card at me. And I was like, state of Washington requires me to, and I'm not going to jail for you.
You ain't worth it, girl.
Just came out. It was like word vomit. But to be fair, this customer had been difficult time and time, year and year and year after year, and always wanting to do like that, always trying to like scam me out of things and tell me that she's paid for things when I don't. And I've had to itemize, like, shown her itemized receipts to say, you have 11 items here. You've only paid for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You did not pay for this one. You need to pay for this one. Otherwise, you're not getting it. So this has just been like a difficult customer. But I think that the one that really pushed me over the edge was the taxes thing. And I was like, I'm not going to jail for
It's
you.
literally out of my control.
Literally illegal. But what my big beef is, do you think this bitch fucking goes to Costco and says, I don't want to pay sales tax? And Costco just goes, no problem. Let me just subtract 10% from your fucking total. No.
No.
So why are you not showing me the same courtesy? That's my beef.
And you think you would have, like, I don't know, more respect going into a small business? Like, hey, this is like the person who's in charge of this. This is like the person, like, what I'm looking at, they physically touched, they've worked really hard on. I'm going to pay what I can because I admire their work. And then they say, it'll be like $11.25. Why 25? It should be 10.
It should
Like,
be $10 even.
yeah.
My
Like,
favorite's when they
sales
throw
tax.
money. They throw money at you, and it's not the right amount, and you're like, no. I've gotten to the point of where you don't get your items until either that card's cleared or you've given me the right amount of cash. This same woman has done the same thing, where she wanted a pair of earrings for $12 and she threw a $10 bill at me and grabbed her earrings and started to leave, and I'm like, no, you owe me $2 more, and she just fucking took.
That's essentially theft. That is theft.
It is theft.
So that's crazy.
Do you go to Costco or Walmart and do that shit? No. Maybe she does. I don't know. I don't know if she does in her spare time.
I love and hate customers. It's like people, love and hate them. Love and hate them.
Yeah, sometimes they're the best and sometimes they're just the
Absolute
worst.
fucking worst.
Yeah. So you want me to dive on into our first beef?
Yeah, let's hit it, Fergie.
Okay.
I wonder if I get in trouble if I say that. Do you think that sentence is trademarked?
What?
Hit it, Fergie.
I don't know what that's from. What?
It's a song. Hit it, Fergie. All the time, all around. Fergalicious. It's hot, hot. Fergalicious.
I don't like Black Eyed Peas or Fergie. I'm like half a century behind.
My humps, my lovely lady lumps.
I know that, but I'm like a half a century behind on music, girl. I'm like, I got like the Eagles. I got like Fleetwood Mac in my playlist. I got
and Fergie should be mixed in. Gwen Stefani,
Zeppelin,
Britney.
I got some. Yeah, now my daughter likes Zeppelin. She also likes Black Sabbath.
Hit it, Stevie Nicks. There you go.
All right, beef source is from Lauren.
Lauren.
Says, "Hi, ladies. I need advice because I'm trying really hard not to become the bitter daughter-in-law stereotype. Ever since having our baby, my mother-in-law acts like I'm the assistant. She comes over and immediately grabs the baby and says things like, 'There's grandma's boy,' but barely acknowledges me. Then she'll ask my husband if the baby's sleeping okay, eating okay, or hitting milestones when I'm literally sitting right there. Like, hello? And I'm the one home all day with him. What really sent me over the edge was at a family dinner. She said, 'Dad's babysitting tonight,' when my husband stayed home with our son and everyone laughed. Meanwhile, if I go anywhere alone, it's who's watching the baby. Apparently, dad's parent and mom's are default staff. I don't know if I'm postpartum sensitive or if this is actually disrespectful, but I'm starting to dread visits because I leave feeling invisible. Do I say something, let my husband handle it, or just accept that grandmas are weird?" Okay, I'm going to debrief on this first.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I have a very difficult mother-in-law, and that's okay, right?
That can be hard. That can be really hard, especially if they live in
Very,
town, they help with the
very hard.
baby.
Our problem is the opposite, kind of the opposite. There's no interest in the baby, it's more about my husband. First of all, it is totally unacceptable that in my book, and even in my husband's book, that dad babysits. Dads do not babysit. They had an equal part in making that child.
It is 2026.
They're equally responsible.
Mhm.
You are watching your child. You are spending time with your child. You are not babysitting, first of all. And my husband's super, super, super good about that. And he's like, "I don't believe that dads babysit. That's bullshit." Because I'll be like,
Oh,
"Oh, you want to babysit Lily?" And he's like, "No, I want to watch and spend time with my baby."
my daughter. Yeah.
Yeah. So first of all, that's totally, totally unacceptable. And but there is this stigma about it. And so no, you're not in the wrong to be like, "Dad doesn't babysit. Dad's an equal contributing factor. He was equal." And you know what? Just lay that on them. Be like, "Hey, he contributed equally to making her, so he contributes equally to taking
And
care
it's
of
weird
her."
to me that it's the husband's mom, because if that was my son, I'd be like, I want to make a human so good that they are the best father in the world, and not say something like that. So that's
Right.
very weird to me.
It's very weird. The other thing too, like, I can understand that, like, when this mother-in-law comes over and it's like, "Oh, there's grandma's boy," and the daughter-in-law's kind of a ghost because been there doing that, right? The daughter-in-law is kind of a ghost, and it can be very heartbreaking. It can be very heartbreaking,
It's
and
a respect thing
it is
at the end of
totally disrespect, and it's very hard to find your voice and actually, like, kind of speak up for yourself in that regard when there's, like, questions that you as the mother, you're the main caretaker, especially during the day, and they're just like, "Well, I don't." It's disrespect for the daughter-in-law, and the thing
Mhm.
too is, like, whether you like it or not, your daughter-in-law and your son are married, they have this baby together. She's part of this too, you need to be respectful, but it's important to get your husband on board. It's important to get your husband to be like, "Hey, this is how I'm feeling about this," because all is gonna happen is it's gonna bottle up, there's gonna be more resentment, you have to talk
And
to
you
them.
don't need that with a child, and,
Because
like,
I've
being
done that too.
yeah,
I've done that where you bottle it up and you don't say anything, and then it comes out, and it comes out at the worst time in the worst way, and so
word vomit.
Right, and we had a recent incident happen too where I felt this way or something rude was said to me, and so I talked to him like a human, and that's the thing too is when you're talking to your husband, not attacking them, remembering that they can't control her actions. They're not
Mhm.
responsible for her. They can't control what she says. They can't control what she's gonna do. And she's gonna come in, she's gonna say, "Oh, how's grandma's boy?" She's gonna ask you, speak up for yourself. Just be like, "Hey,
Mhm.
what was it? You're asking, hitting milestones, sleeping okay." Yeah, baby's sleeping great. Thank you for asking. She's eating great too. Just speak up for yourself. What's the worst are they gonna do? Treat you like shit? Sounds like she's already doing that. So what does it matter? At least you'll feel
Yeah.
better about yourself. Worry less about how she or worry less about how she's treating you and how you're treating yourself. And just remember that you and your husband are a unit and she's on the
Mhm.
outside over here. And she's gonna do what she's gonna do no matter what. We have a saying in our house, and it's blank is gonna blank, and you just insert the name there, and all of a sudden it just kind of all makes sense. So it's just blank's gonna blank.
Mhm.
It's just what they're gonna do. You have no
Jessica's gonna
control over it.
Jessica.
Jessica Anna's gonna Anna. And it
That's
just
a good philosophy, I like that.
yeah, and it just kind of like
David's gonna David.
yeah, and it but Okay, so you said it. How did it feel to say it? It just kind of like
And it
made
makes
things
sense because I'm like, it is something you
yeah, right? So just remember that you and your husband are a team, and that's the team you need to focus on. And also stand up for yourself because at the end of the day, which
1000% stand up for yourself and stand up again, you're a unit, stand up for your baby at the end of the day, that's all that matters. But I'm going into like my debrief on this. I'm fortunate I have a fabulous mother-in-law. My mother's not so great. So my husband has kind of the effect that Lauren's feeling. But if I were in that situation again, I would say we're a unit. So I would talk to my husband about it first, obviously, like, hey, this is how I feel. And I think it's important to recognize your significant other and your in-laws. They grew up together. They had their own flow before you were involved with them. So it might just be interpretation of how you might be thinking it. And it's not that way at all. So obviously, first off, communicate with your husband. Because I've had not issues with my in-laws, but I'm like, oh, I was kind of confused when they said this. Like, should I take
yeah,
it the wrong way?
yeah,
Or is
that's what
that
I've been
like
too.
silly haha or silly cry cry? Like, how should I take it? And my husband would be like, oh, that's just who they are. So obviously you probably talk to your husband about it, but I'd be like, hey, I would like to like give you a sign or say like, hey, this is like what I'm talking about. Okay, can we address this together? That's what I would do in the moment is like cut that shit out in the moment. Don't let
Yeah,
it fester. And at the end of the day, if she means well, that's one thing. If she means ill intentions, that's another. So
yeah,
kind of address that. Go back and be like, hey, is this like what you're used to? Because I'm like, you've met my parents and they don't communicate like that with you or me. And I'm just wondering, am I not the crazy one, but I'm like, am I interpreting this wrong? So have that conversation, be open again, like you said, united front. And I liked your philosophy of like, Lauren's gonna Lauren. Like,
yeah.
you do you, boo boo. Like, we just need to like navigate that as it comes. And if that requires us like not seeing her as much or having a sit down talk with her, then by all
Whatever
means,
you have to
do
do
that.
whatever you have to do, and it's like Lord of the Rings where the king of Rohan and he's under that spell. Oh god, I'm such a dork. He's under
You
the
are
spell of Rohan,
1000% a
but
dork.
he's like, "You have no power here." You just have to remember that, right? To some degree. Like and they're on the outside, like,
She knows this, but not Fergie, guys.
that's me. Beef number 2.
Beef number 2, and that's a business one. And this
Love it.
one comes from Ashley. We have a Lauren and an Ashley. It's
Ooh.
very 2000s esque. Okay, moving on. Hi, this is from Ashley. Hi, ladies. I need your opinion or help because I feel like I'm becoming the villain in my own business story. Oh no, Ashley. I own a small business and suddenly everyone I've ever known thinks I should basically give stuff away.
Been there.
Friends message me like, can I get the cousin discount or I'll totally tag you in a post instead of paying full price. Ugh. One
Real.
friend literally got offended when I charged her and said, I thought I thought we supported each other. I'm sorry. Meanwhile, I'm over here paying for supplies, taxes, shipping, crying into my coffee. How do you politely tell people your business is not a charity without sounding rude or ruining friendships? Beef and debrief me, please.
I say
Fuck them.
I'm not writing a fucking charity. I'm not running a fucking charity. Fuck you.
This kind of goes with your beef you just had too. Like I've given things as gifts and
Oh
everybody
yeah.
and all.
I've donated stuff. I donate stuff every year to I donate stuff to different organizations. I've donated a lot to
Mhm.
schools.
And I've had people ask like, "Hey, can you paint me this?" Blah blah blah. Like I'll pay. Like I'm usually that person. Like I do it with you. I'm like, don't fucking pay me. Like I'll give it to you. Like I don't mind.
Yeah.
But
You don't
there's
let me pay
also
and then I shove money in your money
I
bag.
have had customers and I've had friends and family that just kind of expected of me too.
Yes.
But I'm like, it's again, like we've talked about in the last beef, draw those boundaries. Like you have to not stand up for just yourself, stand up for your business. So
It's a
that's kind
respect
of how,
thing.
yeah, it's kind of how, as soon as you set that now, it won't happen in the future.
Yeah.
Types. So you're setting yourself up for success. The way to go about it politely, again, down to taxes and supplies. Hey, gas is this much right now, guys. I am running a small business. I'm constantly investing back into my small business. And at this time and at this moment, I can't be investing in you guys on the potential of you guys tagging me. Like,
Maybe.
they, yeah, thank you, no thank you. Like, I can do that myself.
Yeah.
But just politely say, just due to costs and taxes and running a small business, I can't afford to do that. I would love to help you in another way. If you want to like work on something
Mhm.
or another idea, gladly help you. But if you want a product of mine that takes time out of my day and my business for you, I need to charge you. Like, that's just plain and simple. I do need to set that boundary right now. And you can just say, I'm setting that boundary for my business. If I give my dad a mug like for free, have to give like Aunt Lauren a mug for free or
Yeah.
Anna a mug for free. Like I can't afford to do that because at the end of the day, I'd run out of inventory and I wouldn't be having a business and be a charity.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys.
exactly. No, 100% it would be a charity. And the thing too is it always really agitates me when people have this attitude and they're like, "I just wanna support you." And it's like, "Well, you're not supporting me by taking from me." And the way you
That's a
can
good
support me,
sentence.
yeah, and the way that you can support me is actually by, like, really supporting and respecting my prices and respecting my business. Another I just throw an idea out there, if it's friends or family, like, and this happened to me and I wasn't comfortable with giving stuff away or whatever, I'd be like, "Come over for 2 hours and work, and then you can have the piece, or you can have those for free, but why don't you
Hmm.
come over and work my small business, work at an event for me for a couple hours, or come over and do inventory with me for a
That's
couple
smart.
hours." And then that way you're getting something, right? And they're not
And
there's
they're
no,
going to
like,
learn too, like,
they're
"Hey,
gonna,
there's
yep,
a lot more to this business than I thought."
bingo.
Like,
It's
she's not just making earrings for funsies on,
Yep,
like, at 2 in the afternoon drinking wine, ha
yep.
ha, hee
I've
hee.
had people that have worked events and they're like, "There's a lot more to this than I realized," and it's like, "Yeah,
Oh,
there
yeah.
is." And it's not until they actually, like, walk a mile in your shoes, right?
Mhm.
So that's an idea too, if it's somebody that you know and you trust to do good job or to come over and help you do whatever, you can always offer that. But it is for me, it's a respect thing, you know?
1000%.
If I'm offering to donate, if I'm offering to give a
That's
discount,
a different thing.
or you're a customer that is very loyal, you're a customer that constantly buys, you're a customer that has I have a customer, a very dear customer that, does a lot for the schools, and so I donate a lot to the schools. I donate a lot
Mhm.
to the schools because of this person, and she comes to me and asks for donations, which I'm glad to do because she has spent money with me. She has referred
Mhm.
me to retail shops where I am a vendor in
Yeah,
because of
she's
her and
built a
her
rapport
ideas.
with you.
She's built a rapport. I mean, for God's sakes, the woman came to my baby shower. So,
Aw.
yeah, so there's also, exceptions too. It doesn't have to be a hard and fast rule, it's up to your discretion, but just remember that you deserve respect, and your
Yeah.
time and your product deserves respect too, whether that's in money form or work form.
Agreed, agreed. And also, like, kind of like, I thought this is how we should, like, show support to each other. There's other ways to show support to small business or each other too. Like, I have
Yep.
my friends, they come and visit me at my shows and things like that. They're not buying. They don't even post
Don't
about it.
let me
Just
buy
the,
anymore.
y- I know. They just come and show up no matter what. And I'm like, that's support right there. Just loyalty and just showing up and just saying hi to me. That's
Yeah,
supporting.
yeah.
Not like me giving you a free item, you buying like, I don't need my friends to buy stuff for me. I don't need that advertisement. I really don't. Like, I can do it myself type
Yep.
deal.
Yep, yep,
So,
yep.
there's other ways to support is what I would say. That sentence just got to me. Like, I thought we supported each other. Like, do you really need that person in your life, girl?
That's
Ashley?
not support, that's just taking advantage.
Yeah. So draw that boundary and respect your business. Like, you are the only one again that puts effort into your business
Yeah,
and cares about your business. Other
100%,
people need to recognize that too. So
100%.
that's our debrief, Ashley. I hope that helps you because that's a sticky wicket right
It is a
there.
sticky wicket. Yeah, and you don't wanna be an asshole to your friends and family, but they're kind of also being assholes to you by not respecting your business.
Okay, next beef, and it's a mom one for Anna.
Okay, let's see. This is from Megan. Ooh, another good 90s name. I'm
Mhm.
struggling and feel guilty even when saying this out loud. My husband got 2 weeks of paternity leave, went back to work, and life basically went back to normal for him. Meanwhile, I'm heading back to work after maternity leave and I feel like my entire identity imploded. I'm stressed about daycare, pumping, sleep deprivation, and somehow still carrying the mental load of remembering diapers, doctor's appointments, and who needs what. The thing making me feel resentful is that my husband keeps saying, just tell me what you need help with. But I'm like, why do I have to manage the help too? I don't want to fight, but I also don't want to silently rage every evening. How do couples actually split parenting when one person's leave was basically non-existent and the other person is drowning? Wow, holy shit. I feel this.
I could cry. How relatable that is.
So relatable. Okay, so my debrief on this,
I'm literally in tears because I'm like, girl, I get you.
first of all, you are not alone. You are
No.
so not alone. This is so normal. I think even the best couples with the best communication go through this to some degree. And
I think
we went
it's
through
like
this.
a growing pain. I think you have to
It's a
go through
growing
it.
pain. My husband got 12 weeks of paternity leave, bless his work, bless his company. And then because I do my small business full time, I basically went into mom mode. I was thrown into mom mode full time, and I'm trying to go back into work part time now. And it has been very difficult because this exact thing where it's just like you have to remember everything, and I feel like my brain is
Everything.
mush. And I will say, at least this situation with my husband, when they say, "Just tell me what you need help with," they
I
mean
don't want to
well.
tell you.
No, I don't wanna tell you, but they do mean well.
Yes.
And it comes back to everything we've talked about before where it's communication. And I finally said to him, I was like, "Please just look around. If you see a dirty diaper somewhere, throw it away. If you see a burp cloth that has milk cheese on it, put it in the laundry. If you see that there's a load of wash in the laundry, put it in the dryer, right? If my pump parts are in the sink, wash the fucking parts." And then I finally explained to him though that I'm so overloaded with so much, I can't do everything and I can't tell you what to do too. And it
I
took
can't
about
be your mom.
it yeah, but it took time and it took repetitiveness with him of, like, because this happened several times, and he finally, like, started to get it, and he's been really good about it the last couple weeks too. I think that the switch to going back to work is so hard, and I also am
Fucking
feeling
hard.
the 3 to 4 month postpartum is very hard too, and that's you said 2 weeks of paternity leave, we had 3 months, but it's also like the everybody expects you to have your shit together when you go back to work. When you're back at work, when your husband's back at work, it's like you guys are fine. You have a routine. It's great. No, it's not. It's hard. It's fucking hard. And the biggest thing, honestly, is you're not alone. Everybody
You
goes through
know,
this. It's normal. It's tense. Communicate and tell them how much you love and you appreciate them because if you're giving that, they'll give it back too. And they'll also be like, sometimes they need an attaboy to keep going or to keep like striving for that
yes.
attaboy again. Yeah, like maybe if I do this extra
I
thing,
forget that
she'll
all the time
notice.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she'll notice and say something. So like the other day, it was like, "Well, hey, you put the laundry in the dryer. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that." Yeah, no problem. It takes a
You're
few
so much
seconds.
kinder. I'm a petty bitch.
Yeah. I
'Cause
used
they'll
to
be
be a
like,
petty bitch, but then I'm like, "No,
"Oh."
good."
But yeah, Megan, I relate to this so much again. I was like tearing up. So I did my maternity leave and then was able to go to part time and go back to work because I do a small business and I have a full time job with
Mhm.
a financial institution. So I relate to this so much because when Dave and I were both officially back at work, it's like I can't just be me at work. I'm also a mom while I'm working. Like I need to figure out where she's going today, who's like changing your diaper, what's the nap schedule like, what's the feeding schedule like, when's her next doctor's appointment. Like we are literally the task managers, like us women. And it's just one of those things you can ask your husband to do and they'll gladly do it. The thing is, you have to tell them. They're not going to just pick it up in their brains. And they'll pick some stuff up on their own. But like my husband, when he has a free moment to think, it's like the grass needs to be mowed, not when's the baby's next doctor appointment.
Can you talk about the whiteboard? Because you talked about that previously, and I think
Oh,
it was in a previous episode, but I wanna reiterate that with guys because David
yeah.
told you that, you told me, and I think it was on the podcast earlier, but it just resonated, and it was something that really, like, I started having that mindset, and that's honestly when things kind of turned
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yes, because Megan, we had a very similar like discussion, my husband and I, back in the day, and I was like frustrated at my wits' end. The house is a mess, baby's screaming, he's playing video games, I'm still in a diaper. But he's like, I need you to tell me what you need from me. And my thing is, I don't want to be able to tell him what to do.
Mhm.
But once he explained the whiteboard theory to me, it made so much sense because I think women, we just have this constant, never ending checklist to go off of. And I
Yup.
assume they do too, just different tasks. So I would get frustrated by the task. But he's like, honey, like, I don't have that list like you do. Guys, I know we're just blank up there. It's just static. It's a whiteboard. Like, you have to fill it in. Like,
Uh-huh.
it's just blank. Nothing's going on in there until like we get a direction or a task. Once I learned that, I'm like, wait, you get like new thoughts? He's like, yeah, it's really nice.
You're like,
So I'm
"Must
like,
be nice."
yeah, I'm like, must be fucking nice. So once like we had that conversation, that's when I put like the steps into place. I'm like, okay, he's more of a visual. Like I need like I'm a list maker. So I write the list and be like, honey, can you at least get 3 of these tasks done this week?
Yeah.
That would make my life so much better. Or I physically have to like text it or put it in like a family calendar on her phone, which I highly recommend that this needs to get done. Or today is this day, like Davey's doctor's appointment, and send him reminders because he's not going to remember like next Tuesday's her doctor's appointment. I'd
Yeah.
be really impressed if he did. I'm lucky if I remember it on a good day. But once I learned the analogy of most men, I don't know if your husband's like this, Megan, but they're just blank spaces up there like Taylor Swift.
Mhm.
And we got to write their name in there.
Yep. Yep, 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 yep. We
Like,
actually it was a few months before we had Lily. We got so overwhelmed, both of us, and Casey was like, "Ooh, Jess and David have a whiteboard, like a monthly whiteboard. We need to get one." And that's why we have a whiteboard in our laundry room is because of you guys to write
I thought
all
you've
of
always had that. And I was like admiring
No,
it because it's
no,
so
we got
rainbowy and
that
fun.
only a few months before we had the baby. Cause my calendar, the thing is, like, we thought about doing an app, but I have so much business stuff on mine, and then he has work stuff on his, and so it was just easier to have something we can all physically, like, just go look. So,
Yeah, we have like the physical one on our fridge, and then we did the Cozy app where we have to contribute it, and you can
yeah,
merge like your Google Calendar,
he
but you
won't
don't have
contribute
to.
to it.
Oh, I forced it. I'm like, we sit down every Sunday and we fucking add to this calendar.
Nice, that's good, though. That's
We
really
do
good.
that. Calendars are helpful. Most men are like Taylor Swift, blank space. So just know, Megan, most men are in their 1989 Taylor Swift era, and they are blank spacing every time.
Mhm.
So
Oh, yeah.
once you realize that, it kind of helps get over the hurdle, and you got this. You are, again, like Anna said, not alone in
No,
this at all. There's
absolutely not.
probably like Facebook groups on this topic alone of just
Oh, I'm sure.
working moms and
We
working
should
dads. Like,
we should do a podcast episode on this topic because it's such a good topic and
1000%.
it's such every single couple goes through it.
Yeah, it's a milestone I think you have to go through with your
Yeah.
significant other, and it's not an easy milestone for sure. Okay, leads us to our final beef.
Ooh.
And we either have Brianna or Brianna. Do you like how I said I wouldn't mispronounce something, but then when I
Brianna or
can't?
Brianna, but that I mean, my name's Anna and people say Anna.
Anna, yeah. So I'm gonna call you Brianna. Or if you like Brie, let me know if you hate it. Brianna, whatever, it's easier. So this is a business beef from Brianna, and it starts off, okay, I need honest advice. I started a small business about a year ago, and it's finally making money. But my
Mhm.
husband still acts like it's a cute little hobby.
Divorce him.
She did. Anna's opinion, not Brianna's reading. If I say I have inventory to finish or social media work to do, he'll say things like, can't you just do that later? Or assume I can handle all kids stuff because I'm home. Shit.
Mm.
He's supportive in theory, but doesn't really understand why I'm stressed or tired. I feel resentful because if I worked in an office, no one would question my work hours. How do I explain that running a business is actual work without sounding dramatic? Bitches be bitching. I don't know. He is just sounds. I want to give your husband benefit of the doubt. He's sweet and supportive and understands it's a small business, but also treating it like a
Really
hobby
does it?
yeah, but treating it yeah, like a hobby is kind of rude, especially you establish yourself, you're doing things, you have a kid too, like, bitch, you be doing shit. So, in my opinion, you're not sounding dramatic. I would just have to have like a sit down conversation and genuinely like maybe have a date night or something like, hey, this is how I'm feeling. And the fact that you can't take it seriously hurts my feelings because I'm actively contributing to this household. Like, I am putting my best effort to create something and like yes, I could be a stay-at-home mom or yes, I can work in the office, but I'm passionate about this and I want the same respect you would give me if this was an office job or a 9 to 5 job as you would with your own job. Like what if I treated your office job like
Yeah.
you treat
Hobby.
my
Yeah.
job? Yeah. So that I would just be honest, like, it hurts my feelings. Brianna, shit ain't okay. Because if my husband wasn't supportive like that, we'd be fine.
See, okay, so I struggled with this not because of my husband, but because I was in my own head about
Yeah.
not contributing to the household financially in the same way, not doing this, not doing that. And it's funny because it was like the opposite problem where my husband was like, "You're running a business. It's a
Yeah, your
business.
husband
It's
reacted
work."
like how a husband should be for
Right,
or
right.
any significant other should be when starting. If Casey started a small business of painting Warhammer figurines, I feel like
Yeah.
he would be full
I'd be
on
excited
invest.
because 'cause I'm like, I know
Yeah.
what it's like, to run a
Yes.
business.
Let me help you. But yeah.
It's hard, and I think that it gets really hard too with, like, the finances are hard, right? And that's, like, I think the biggest thing is the financial portion probably. I think that you are 100% accurate though, Jess, where it just needs to be a conversation and mutual respect and a conversation and just be like, "Hey," or you could just be like, "Look, bitch, the state recognizes me." Throw your fucking business license down on the table and be like, "Bitch, state recognizes me as a business. Why can't you?" That's
Uncle
what.
Sam understands like our taxes. Like
Yeah. If I'm paying taxes, fuck you. No.
that's a yeah.
Have a conversation, have communication, just like you said, lay it out. I'm passionate about this. This makes me really happy, blah, blah, blah. And maybe come up with a schedule together too, where you have a mutual understanding about this. But it almost sounds like
Hmm.
this is the kind of dad that babysits his children. So I don't know.
I hope not for Brianna.
I
I
hope
hope
not for
not.
Brianna,
I
but
hope he is supportive in just wording things wrong for
yeah.
you.
Or maybe he
But
doesn't
again,
see it that way too. And maybe you just need to like have a conversation with him and be like, this is how it feels. This is what I'm trying to do. And even like you could even if you have a business plan or like I write a business plan every year, present that to him. Be like,
mhm.
this is my plan. This is how serious I'm taking this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's smart. Cause I don't have a business plan. But
I
honestly,
write one every year, except for I didn't write one this year because I
you
was
had a kid.
super pregnant in
You're
January.
like, my plan is to have a human and survive all the shows I signed up for.
Yay. That's my only goal this year.
Yeah. But Brianna, I hope the best for you. Just
Mhm.
again, like Anna said, respecting communication, it goes both ways.
Yeah.
And you sometimes, again, men have blank spaces and they have their own thoughts and feelings. And sometimes you have to redirect and be like, no, no, honey, no, no.
No, and sometimes too, you have to be a little aggressive. If you're this passionate about the hobby and you're this
Yes.
passionate about it being a small business, it's okay to be a little aggressive about it.
Yeah.
Just be like,
Because
"Look,
it,
I need you to respect me in the same way that and recognize my hobby
mhm.
is a business, the same capacity that the state does."
Mhm. And you can even say, like, be transparent, like, "Yes, at one point it was a hobby, and
Mhm.
I decided to turn this into business, and I would like you to treat it a hobby turned business as much as I treat it as a hobby turned business." Like,
Yeah.
yes, it started off as a passion project, but now it's full. I struggle with that too because 'cause I'm like, I do call my small business my side hustle, but if I need
Not
to put work in it, it's a fucking business. It's
you
a
have 2
full-time
full-time jobs.
business.
You have 2
Yeah.
full-time jobs, essentially.
Yeah, so I'm like,
So,
take yourself seriously too, Brianna. Like, don't let
yes.
that shit slide. Just be like, I would correct it in the moment. I'm that person. I'm like, nope, it's a business, not a hobby.
Yeah.
Nope, I
I'm
need
the
to do
one
the social
telling
post.
myself that. It's not my
Yeah,
husband, it's me telling me that, and it's you telling you that too. It's
yeah,
not your husband. We're very fortunate. We're very fortunate to have such supportive husbands in this matter. It's kinda hard for to relate, but I see it
hmm
and I've seen it with other people too.
yes. I in the craft fair community, we've
Yeah,
definitely seen that for sure.
100%.
Like, so again, respect, communication. Honestly, I would stop it in its tracks because, like, the
Yeah.
sentence of like, "Can't you do that later?" I would look him dead in the eyes and be like,
No.
"No." I'm like, "Would you like to feed our hungry kids later?" Fuck no.
Yeah, it's no different. Would you like to, I insert example at his job later?
Yeah, yeah.
Would you like
So,
to perform open heart surgery later? No.
no, yeah. So, hope that helps, Brianna, and good luck
Yeah.
because you deserve it. You
Yep.
deserve all the good vibes.
All the good vibes.
And that concludes our number 2 beef and debrief.
That was fun.
And
I love these.
they're very cathartic, and this makes me also feel validated that we're not alone, and
No.
there's like-minded women who are small business struggling or mothers struggling, or not just struggling, but just want some advice and just to not feel alone. Just like it's just nice to not feel alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, if you guys like the Beef and Debrief, we are getting emails. So, you're welcome to email us at momcopodcast@gmail.com. Our website, momcopodcast.com, also has a form you can fill out. If you want to DM us, we have
Love
Facebook
it.
and Instagram too. Guys, give us all your questions, all your feedback. If you want to hear other topics and things like that, you're like, oh, this resonated with me, email us. We'd love to hear. We'd love any and all feedback. And drop a comment if you're on YouTube or Spotify. Like, drop a comment after hearing this. We'd love to read that too. And as always, thanks for being here. It's
Yeah.
nice to not be alone in this corner of the internet.
Episode 10.
Episode 10. We gotta fingers. We gotta go down to toes now, guys.
No, I'm not putting my feet
Yep.
on the internet.
Yeah, you gotta pay for that. Maybe if we have a Patreon.
Hey, Patreon. Oh,
But
gosh.
again, thank you everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you next week with a regular episode.
Yep.
And
Bye.
welcome to June.